So you're considering horse property in Yorba Linda, and I'm here to tell you that's a great idea. I've had horses in Yorba Linda for over 20 years now. I've watched my children ride and grow up here in a community of equestrians that I think you will appreciate too once I'm finished. The history of Yorba Linda and horses goes back a long way, dating back to the 1800s, and the city literally grew up around the trail system that they've established here. There's a main artery trail that runs from Rose Drive all the way through the city, past the community center, past the Nixon Library, past the Friends Church, and over to Grandview. And off of that shoot legs of trails that run between the homes that people keep their horses at. Most horse owners in Yorba Linda keep their horses on their property, although there are several training facilities on which you can board your horses. There are lots of places for people to ride in Yorba Linda. The main place that the people ride that want to do showing or arena riding is at the Paxton Equestrian Center, which is located off of Buena Vista between Lakeview and Grandview Avenue. It has a large arena, small arena, and bullpen with which to work your horses, and there's a large sand parking lot for trailer parking on the lower parking lot, and there's a concrete parking lot on the top for cars. You can also ride up in Chino Hill State Park, up off of Fairmont. There's about 12,000 acres of wilderness area with which to do trail riding. There's trails, like I mentioned before, through the entire city. There's also a small arena up at Arroyo Park and another small arena up in San Antonio, up off of San Antonio. There's also a lake bed area that sits at the corners, between the corners of Scenic View, Buena Vista, Lakeview, and on the south side almost all the way down to Orange Thorpe. This is about a 90-acre wilderness area that's easy access from the Paxton Equestrian Center if one wanted to trailer in or one within that neighborhood. Another popular place to ride. If you're considering keeping horses in your backyard and they're not stalls already there, then you need to consider the zoning for which your property sits. Most equestrian properties are zoned residential estate and are a minimum of 15,000 square feet in lot size. There are a few properties up off of Lakeview and Yorba Linda Boulevard that are smaller than that. In order to be zoned for one horse, you have to have an 11,000 square foot lot. 15,000 for 2 horses, 19,000 for 3 horses, and a half acre for 4 horses. And an acre is zoned for up to 8 horses. So it's also important to consider if there are not stalls on the property, there is a zoning regulation that any stalls need to be at least 50 feet from the nearest residence, including your own house or your neighbor's house. So if you're thinking of putting a stall in, that's important. If you wanted to have a higher density than that, you could seek a conditional use permit from the city on that issue. There are a lot of community activities for horse owners. There's several clubs in town, from the Miniature Horse Club to the Yorba Linda Country Riders to the Royal Riders Pony Club. There's activities for youth, there's activities for adults. Most of the information can be found at the Paxton Equestrian Center, where there's bulletin boards, or you can look them up online. If you're looking for more information on Yorba Linda horse properties, please visit my website at SharonCack.com. or you can call me at 714-606-7136. I'm happy to answer any questions and get you plugged in wherever you would like to be plugged in.